this term.
Thank you. Sorry, I forgot to start recording. Thanks, Shelley. Okay. Let's see. We have open discussion. There's been a request from the Communications Committee to find out what chapters have a LinkedIn page, chapter page, and who manages that for the chapter, their name and contact information. They want to get in touch with them and start to do some cross promotion on the pages. So if you can, please send me a link to your LinkedIn page and the contact information for who manages that and social media for the chapter. I know some chapters have an actual communication person. Others are obviously way too small, but still may have a member that's doing that for them.
Excuse me, I missed this. Are you talking about the website or the LinkedIn chapter page?
LinkedIn.
Okay, in order to provide this chapter with a LinkedIn page, what do we need to send you? Can you say that again? Sorry.
Well, we are just wondering if you have one, and if you do, who maintains that for you? You can also let me know if you don't have one, because I believe the communications chapter is committee is going to start pulling together some resources and some how-to videos.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah, go ahead.
sorry, Sheila. And part of that initiative is that we want to try to amplify our overall LAI presence on LinkedIn. So the idea is that if we know of your local chapter pages and you're posting stuff, we can repost it to the international site, and then vice versa. We'd like, if you've got your own page, to establish authority so that if you can repost what Michael and his team are posting on the international LinkedIn, we can just sort of get a bit more traffic flowing through to our activities and presence on LinkedIn. So that's sort of some of the background to it.
Right. Thanks, Craig. And there's other communications items that they are working on, and they're really looking to also gather a list of who all the contacts are in the chapters that handle any kind of communication for the chapter, even if it's the chapter admin. So um, I think they want to pull together a meeting at some time and start to share some ideas and thoughts.
Well, I attended a gathering meeting a few 1 or 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about multilingualism because of the chapters in Europe, and we also landed by communication by the general communication approach. Um, I may attend a few more gatherings, committee meetings to address this point, and how we address this topic when we meet in the gatherings. I will comment that you are also planning a communication meeting for that question.
And Marina, the translation at gatherings, the latest is the Aloha chapter's event planner has used some translation services and applications before. I've sent those to Jamie and connected with her. And so they are researching and looking into that, because it sounds like it's something that we could utilize quite inexpensively. So yes, stay tuned. You'll be pulled into that at some point.
Okay.
I know the next item I put on the agenda is Marina's as well, regarding the website pages. I'm going to hold that for now, and I'm going to ask anyone if they have any other topics they want to discuss, need help with, want to report on, and we'll just do a quick roundtable of any issues or comments you would like to make.
I do. Um, so In May, New York is having our semi-Q. We're trying to, get a lot of people registered. I know Jason, the president, has sent some of the chapter presidents, our invite and a link to register. But, we'd like to get it out to as many people as possible. I did reach out to Michael about posting it on, the main LAI page. And if there's any chapters that or administrators or presidents on the call that I could send it to and you guys could distribute it to your chapter. We have a lot of interesting things going on, walking tours, museum tours. It should be a fun 2, 3 days of events.
Please send it to me, Jackie.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll
Perfect.
make sure it gets on our LinkedIn page.
the
Yeah,
pro
because I feel like if it comes from the chapter itself, then, it won't go into people's junk mail. And so if anybody's interested and thinks they're, people in their chapter will be interested, send me an email and I'll forward you the invite and I'll
pro
send it to you,
The
Sheila.
program looks great. You guys are doing a fabulous job. So I'm looking forward to attending. And Sheila and I, at any meeting that we're hosting, like for the various committees, we're always raising the semi-Q and trying to encourage it. And I'm trying to like anything Jason posts to also on LinkedIn and elsewhere. So we're behind you on that, and I think it looks like a great program.
How is your
Thank you.
registration going, Jackie?
I mean, there's still a lot of time, so it's, people have registered, but not as many as we'd like. There is until tomorrow, there was, discounted pricing. We had like an early bird pricing, so the prices will go up. We can maybe, since I'm sending it out, maybe we could extend that early bird pricing, you know, for a few days if, since the other chapters don't have the information yet.
Right. Thank you. Matt, Jim, Ryan, anyone?
Yeah, on our end, I bet we have at least 3 people, including myself, who'll be going to New York. We haven't registered yet, but I think we're going to drum up some interest in Boston.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
we have an e-blast going out reporting on our Annapolis semi-Q a couple of weeks ago, and that includes links to the New York and the Boston and other remaining semi-Qs. So that'll go out this afternoon. And I think there are 3 people that are planning to go from the Baltimore chapter to New York. And I'm going to try to get to the Boston one this summer, which I'm looking forward to. I'll be on Cape Cod, so I'm looking to come up and maybe enjoy the day.
That's great.
Great. Sounds like you'll have some
Welcome.
increase in your registration soon, Jackie.
That would be great.
Ryan, did you have anything?
I don't have any updates, but I know I got that information about the New York event, and we are going to publish it as a newsletter. So, um, and and I think we're doing an email too. So, thanks for that information.
Any observations as a newbie? Not to put you on the spot, but I am.
It's mainly on just on our regional chapter because we have a lot of events in the first 3 months, but it's been a good experience to start, and I think we're getting the hold of things. Once again, thank you, Sheila, for responding to those emails about the renewals. That I already corrected that error that we did. So
No problem. It happens. Um, Anybody have any questions about the new insurance policy? I know that's confusing.
Is there something important we should know? I haven't got any news from that.
It
has
doesn't apply to Europe. It's
all
just
right.
US and Canada
Okay.
chapters, yeah. Um, apparently we're Sioux happy here in the North
So
America.
can you
So,
describe the change? Because I'm not aware of it either.
oh, okay. So, this came about trying to get the boat tour presentation for Florida covered, and they are no longer covering any kind of boat tours unless the boat stays at the dock. Well, how fun is that? So you have to purchase your own insurance for that one event, and we have places that you can go to do that. And it's been roughly around $120, so it's not expensive, but it's something you need to be aware of. And then also if a venue on land is requesting a certificate of insurance, that's one thing that's easy to get. I can get that. But it's when they're asking to be added as an additional insured, then that has to come through myself to our agent, and they have to get a special certificate for that purpose. And it can be difficult sometimes depending on what the venue is requiring. It might be over and above what our insurance would cover. I haven't ran into that issue yet.
That
But
was us, huh, Sheila? San Francisco was we were the ones that were requesting, like Wells Fargo wanted to be on our certificate of insurance, but we're not going there anymore. So
yeah, well, it was
hopefully
another
we won't
one.
have to bother you.
It was actually another one in Florida that recently happened. But the other thing with the insurance is if you're serving alcohol, the person actually handing the drink over has to be a licensed bartender in your region. And even someone hosting a salon in their home, whereas alcohol is being served, you need to have a licensed bartender. And I know that's been somewhat of an issue for some of you that have, because it's organized by LAI. It's still considered an organized event. And God forbid something happen on the person's way home, they're going to come after everybody. And we would not be covered if something happened. So keep that in mind as you're planning events. If you're unsure, just ask me and we'll do a group email with our agent just to clarify.
That's good to know because we have had a couple of events recently where there was alcohol and a member organization hosted though, and they said as long as our head count was under a certain amount that we didn't have to actually
And,
hire a bartender. Is that
and that may be.
okay?
I haven't heard that on our end,
Okay.
but
Well,
that may
I'll
be.
double check because I know we have
And
one
the
coming up.
other thing is different states have different laws. So
Okay.
that's where the insurance agent comes in handy because they're up on stuff. Serving food can make a difference as well. That's correct.
Hi, heading out. Okay, great. You right there.
And what if each guest brings his own or her own beer or bottle of wine? Nobody serves.
It doesn't matter because if I brought my own bottle of wine and someone else drank some of it,
Oh, wow.
right. I know it seems very far-fetched, but this is the way it is. Because they will come after everybody. Everybody would be interviewed. You know, in my opinion, the risk is very, very low, but it's better safe than sorry, and we just ask the agent. So, anybody have anything else? Okay. We'll move on to the LAI website and the chapter landing pages. And the first question Marina had was they're looking to move to their away from their old site and onto a LAI chapter landing page. And you want to get all of that data from the old site put on the new site, but you don't have the staff to do it. We do have a couple chapter admins that are open to doing that for you for a fee. And I will put you in contact with those through an email, and then you can negotiate with them directly.
Perfect. Thank you.
I believe the Baltimore chapter just went through this, and Susanna Bergman, who you know, she simply had the organization that was hosting the site download all the files into a zip drive. And so they had them. And then as she has free time, she keeps reposting the stuff from the old site. So that's an option as well. All right, well, any specific questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna turn it over to Shelley, who wants to show us a few new bells and whistles that we've got.
Sheila, I had a question on the membership rosters that the membership can see, not that the administrators can see. When you select the chapter, it only shows current, no grace, no past due. Can we show the grace and past dues?
No, we cannot.
We can't. Okay.
No.
Just checking because I would like to move. The Golden Gate chapter has like a sign in part of their website. And really, the only thing that's there is the roster. And I would like to move everybody over to the Lambda Alpha site to be getting that information. But I do want them to be able to see the grace and past dues so they can, see if their colleagues are members and nudge them and things like that.
Right. So some chapters have a direct link to our directory, which is what you'd like to do, but it's not showing everything you'd
It's
like
not
it to
showing the
show
full,
for the
right.
public.
Right.
For the public. Yeah.
Right.
You have to be logged in, and the only way you can see the directory is if you're paid up.
Okay.
Which is a tool to hopefully get them to renew.
Sheila, Ryan had a question in the chat about difficulties accessing the membership reports.
Yes. I was just want to know if that was only a problem for me.
It's a problem for a couple of chapters that have a third member type of public sector or nonprofit.
Okay.
And they are having to do some coding on that. So you're just gonna, for now, have to email me and get the most current report.
Okay.
Or you go on the front end and you try to look up the member, and if they don't pull up, they're not paid. But that doesn't help you with the list.
Yeah.
So, right.
Okay. All right. I just want to share because I feel bad keeping on emailing you for those reports. So
Yeah, no, don't ever feel bad about that. But I know it's irritating because, as much as I try to respond as fast as possible, I do have a life, So,
yeah.
Okay. Pamela just entered. Hi, Pamela. Pamela is with the George Washington chapter. Well, maybe I didn't let her in the room yet. Oh, no, I didn't. She's on mute. Okay. All right, Shelley, anybody have anything else before we do a little show and tell?
I have a question,
Sure.
but about a different topic. Are we
Okay.
Well, I saw in the LAI website that there is a new resources center with chapter resources, etc. are we supposed to upload any meaningful layout, or is it more for the chapters to get layout templates to it's more in direction website to chapters, right? And
Right.
shall we who shall we give information about these new resource centers?
Any member that's logged in can get to the resource center.
So there's info interesting for any member?
It's
Yes?
there for any member to view, but the
Okay.
topics and the information is geared towards leadership and chapter administrators. Okay. And if you have any examples that you want to share, send them over and we'll post them. That'd be great.
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? Hi, Pamela. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Good to see you. Pamela's with the George Washington chapter. Okay, so with that, Shelley.
Okay, well, just to be clear, we're kind of changing gears now into like the chapter landing page information. So if you're not interested in any of that, feel free to drop off because that's kind of where we're headed now. So, you're more than welcome to stay on and listen. Okay, so
Bye, Craig. Thanks for coming.
as long as Marina brought up the chapter resource page, we did upload, I don't know, just within the last few days, updated version of how to post our events on the new website, and also how to pull the chapter reports on the new website. So those resources were both there before, but they were still the old chapter information. So we just updated those. So they are on the chapter resource page in the top section there. So that being said, let me switch gears. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. Okay, are we seeing the Phoenix chapter page?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So just two new things for those that are currently using the chapter landing pages. One is we now have the ability to use these member blocks where it automatically pulls in from the chat the member's profile. So if they've uploaded their photo to their profile, and then all of this other information pulls directly from their profile, and then there's a link to get to the member's profile. Again, if you click on the link, the more about member link, it does prompt you to log in. So if you're not logged in, you won't get to that member's profile information. So, and mainly this probably would be used on like your board of directors page if you want to use them for a board of directors page. And it was modeled after the LAI leadership. So if you go to the LAI leadership, here's the executive committee. So just to try and keep things uniform, you do not have to use these member blocks. You can set up your board of directors page any way you wish, but it is now available. And I'm not going to go through how to set that up. So if you decide and you're ready that you want to give this a go, and we can jump on a Zoom call and have you go. Basically, you really only need to go through like this one setup, and then you can copy this whole section and paste it below and then update it to the different person. So it's pretty simple to use. But mainly, I just want to let you know that it's now available. The functionality just came available about 2 weeks ago. So if this is something you want to move forward with, reach out and I'll help you get going on that. And
Shelley, I
then,
have a question.
yeah,
So if the person hasn't uploaded their picture, like I know this is actually a page that, I want to add.
mhm.
But I don't know if they've all actually uploaded a picture to their profile. Is there a way that I could upload their picture, or it will just automatically pull whatever's on their profile?
It will pull in this like little, I don't know what you call this little icon
Circle.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
icon.
So,
But is there a
yeah.
way if they don't have a picture there? Because I have pictures on our website, but I'm trying to build out the landing
Sheila,
page.
when they edit, can they edit a member's
Yes,
profile and is uploading a picture part of that,
yes.
their functionality? Okay, so Sheila's saying yes, you should be able to do that.
So I have to go to the person's profile and add a picture to their profile. That would be the way to do it, to do this.
No, what you're going to do is click to the My Chapters, go to Reports, click on, yeah, anyone.
I'll just,
You have to,
oh, I missed a step.
oh, I guess it worked. So see the edit button?
Okay.
So she's already got a picture loaded. Do you just,
So if there was no picture there, I would just add their picture
I
there.
thought so. Go back, Shelley.
it's not letting me do anything with the picture. It's letting me change all the other stuff, but not a picture.
Try one that doesn't have a picture. No.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. I thought Susanna Bergman was able to do that, but maybe she was doing it when she uploaded a new member. I can't recall. All right, we'll add that to the list.
Okay. And okay, another question.
Yeah,
Um,
go for it.
is there like to pull in their information, is there a specific link that like to actually pull the person's information if there was
It's a
even
block.
with the icon or with the
Yeah, it's an actual block here. I'll go into edit. But you see here.
I mean, if nobody else is interested in this, I could take this offline with you.
I'll just show you quickly. But
Okay.
it's an actual a, a, an actual block. So when you
Okay.
go here and you're looking through all the things you can add in, it is called Cake Single Member Block. Not the cake member
Perfect.
block. It has to be the single member block.
Okay.
And then there's a couple other things to get it to indent that I can go like it it gets a little bit more involved, so I probably don't want to get into that, but literally this is what you do is you just add this cake single member block in, but it puts it all the way left justified. So there's a couple more things you have to do to get it to kind of indent a couple of a little bit that I can go through when you're ready to start going. Because once you have one, then you can just copy them and keep pasting. But
Okay,
yeah,
great.
so
Thank you.
basically once you click on the you have it here and then you want to change the member, it just gives you kind of a drop down and you just have to go find your member and change it. And
Oh,
then it'll
perfect.
change it to Catherine Powers. So
Perfect.
Yeah,
So you could just put one block in and then copy it like 3 or 4 times and then just click on
yeah.
it
I was
and just
testing
like
it before, but
replace the
yeah. So
member.
here
Okay.
I just copy it and then I gotta get upside. Oh, this one has groups. You would not have groups. I copied this page from the leadership page, the actual whole page, and made edits. So this page is set up a little bit differently. But yes, you would then just be able to copy these two things and go down and paste them in and then go change your member out. So it literally it's pretty easy.
Shelley, Susan is asking where the copy and paste function for this is.
I just highlighted and did a Control C is what I've been doing. Oh wait, I want to cancel this. I'm gonna pull up a different page that I was just playing around with before here. Let's see here, pages. This one. I have like 6 board of director pages going for the Phoenix chapter because I'm always trying different things. So, okay, so you can see like this one it's just all left justified here. And then I got down here and I figured out how to get it to indent, and then I just copied these 2 blocks and pasted these 2 blocks in once I figured it out. But let me go to edit page. Honestly, you guys, I literally just trial and error is how I figure things out. Hang on here, we'll let things load.
Shelley, is it
Yeah.
possible to copy a page and assign it to a different chapter? Like, I'm
Well,
not a WordPress person, so
it is not.
okay.
However, mainly because you guys don't have access to any other pages but your own. So
I do actually, though.
well, you do, yes. So what I was thinking when I was thinking through this like an hour ago, what would be the best way? I was thinking when you guys are ready to do this, you would go create your page and save your page. And then let me know, because I can access everybody's pages, and then I could come into my page and I could copy and then go to your page and paste it, and then all you guys would have to do is go change your whatever you call your, all of your names of your positions, and then change the people in your blocks. So I was thinking about that ahead of time, like how can I make this easiest for people? But yeah, yeah, that's definitely possible. I'm gonna try this again. And honestly, before an hour ago, I hadn't copied and pasted blocks before, so so there, I just highlighted these, did a Control C to copy, and then got where it said enter the choose your block on your new one, and then did a Control V and it pasted in these 2 that I just copied. And then I could just go in here and change to a different person. This drop down list of people is very, but for the most part it's alphabetical, but not everybody. Like here's Vicky. Where did I just see Vicky?
Is that a
Right
list
here.
of every member or just a specific chapter member?
It's for me, it's every, and I think it's going to be for you too. It's every single person that's in the database. So it's test people. It's weird.
Is
Like
there a way to narrow it down so you don't have to go through, I don't know, 1,000
no,
members?
no,
And-
I don't
Okay.
think so.
And I have figured out it is sorted by last name.
It is, but not everybody is in that order. So for instance,
Right.
here's Vicky Gorgren, who's at the end, not even in where the list of people are. So like here's the Z's. So you got to go all the way through the Z's, and then you start getting to here's a Abreu. So anybody that's looking for a Nancy Abreu would have to go past the Z's to find Nancy Abreu. I mean, it took me forever to find Nancy Gergen, who is actually on the Phoenix board. And I just kept having to look through here. So
yeah, that's why I was asking the question, because it seems like it's gonna be time consuming to find people.
Yeah, it can.
Well,
For the
the
most
other
part,
thing,
for the most part, everybody's in order. So
Okay.
hopefully you're going to luck out and everybody you need is just going to be in the normal list. But I will tell you, it's right now on our to-do list for the programmers is to make this list better. So before this meeting, I even said to Sheila, should we wait to share with everybody that this functionality is now available, or should we just wait to tell everybody until this list has been cleaned up? But right now, all of our stuff is on hold for the programmers because we've kind of went over our budget. So we're kind of holding on everything right now. So I don't know how long this is. I don't know if this is going to be a couple of month thing or how long. So Sheila's like, nope, we have the functionality. Let's show them how to do it, and we'll, figure
and
the
one
rest
thing,
out.
one thing I found out that sometimes, I mean, it works and sometimes it doesn't, is when you get to that list, that drop down, if you start typing in their name, you just type Vicky, 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 Vicky until the right Vicky comes up. But
So
yeah, it's clunky.
yeah, it's clunky, and it's definitely on our. We have like 6, 7 things on our to-do list. So as soon as we get the go ahead that we can spend money again, we've got a list ready to go. But in the meantime, like Sheila said, it's a little bit clunky. But Sheila wanted for you guys to know that it's available, and if you want to work through it, it's there for you to work through it, and I'm ready to help when you want to try and make it pretty. So that was the one thing I wanted to show you was that. Then the other thing I wanted to show you is I'm gonna go back to the Phoenix chapter page. So for those of you that are using it and have created extra additional pages, every chapter landing page gets these 3 automatically. You don't have to do anything. They're there. But if you want to start adding pages and you want the pages to show up in your menu here, at the onset of using this, we had no way to organize or order the extra pages that you're creating for your chapter on the menu. You now have the ability to order these how you want them to display. Not the first 3, those are set. Those are always going to be chapter home, chapter events, chapter newsworthy. But then anything you want to add after that, you can now reorder in the way you want them to display on your sidebar. And mine's going to be a little clunky because again, I have access to everybody's all chapter pages. But I will do I mean, you're going to look at it and go, oh yeah, duh, it's really simple. So I'm just I'll show my pages. So there's fewer of them. Basically, all you do is drag and drop. So if I want, where's my contact? Right now, my contact us link in the right sidebar menu is the very bottom, the last one on the sidebar menu. If I decide I want that to be above the Phoenix photo gallery, I just, hold down, click and hold, and move it where I want it and let go. And then click apply. And so now if I go visit my site, So I moved my contact us up, and now the Phoenix Photo Gallery is at the bottom. So that's how you can reorder your sidebar pages that you've added and indicated that you want them to display in your sidebar. So those are the two new functionality things that I wanted to share. And I'll just open it up and ask if anybody has any specific questions they've been.
Yes, I have a question. So that means that chapters are on their own, probably editing their own landing pages, and who has rights to editing permissions? The board or the admin of the chapter, or
So typically it's your chapter president and your chapter admin if you have them, but Sheila
okay.
can make anybody give the rights to anybody. So if somebody has a member in their chapter that's, loves WordPress and wants to take this over, then you just let Sheila know this is the person who's going to manage our chapter pages. Please give them the accessibility to do that, and she can take care of that. So, but typically, automatically, it's who's ever the current chapter president and the chapter admin will have the accessibility to do this.
Okay.
And if you're finding that that person doesn't currently have the functionality to do it and they are chapter president or chapter admin, just let Sheila know and she'll go in and make the adjustments.
Thanks, Shirley.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Jim, how are you doing? Have you tackled anything
Shelley,
yet?
Shelley, yeah. Shelley was very helpful just last week, and we're getting going on it. I'm putting together all the raw material. We did have our own standalone website, which really didn't have much. It had been updated a couple of years, so not enough to really just kind of transition over. But I've taken out the material that we've got and created all new material. And I think we're going to start kind of basic. It is going to be too elaborate, but tell our story, chapter story, as well as the overall LAI story. So we're working on it, and I'll probably be back in touch with you fairly soon because we've got a couple of events that are just coming together, and we want to get them posted. So
Great,
we're making headway.
great.
The timing and all this is perfect. It's kind of a bit daunting. Shelley did say to me last week, though, she said, the WordPress functions can be a little difficult and complicated to work with. And having done my own blog with WordPress, I can agree with that. I don't know why it's so non-intuitive sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I am going to put a plug out that the upcoming events email from LAI will be going out tomorrow. So if anybody has events they haven't posted yet, if you can get them done, they'll get on the email that goes out tomorrow.
Okay, I will send you an email right after the meeting, because we have scheduled our next event for April. Thanks, Shelley.
Just a question on that, because I haven't done this before. How much detail do you have on the event? Just who the speaker is, the time and the place, and how to reserve, or is there more? Do you put in more detail about the speaker, like a picture, a little bio, or anything?
I would say there's a full spectrum on that. I would say sometimes people just put barely anything, and other times they've got every speaker's picture on there and bio, and so it's really up to you.
Okay.
I just put a link in the chat to the New York event coming up. to give you an example. That's a good
Okay.
one.
And Jim too, I know Gary did the event, the semi-Q event setup. So if you're doing your first event setup and have questions or want to walk through it or whatever, just let me know.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm sure we will be in touch.
Anybody else? Sounds like Susan is looking like she wants to start working on it, but she said she's not feeling well today and will reach out to me later this week. So I hope you're feeling better, Susan. Jackie, you been doing
Um,
anything?
yeah, I mean, I've been uploading slowly, the chapter
Sweet.
page, just in our past events. I reach out to you when I have questions. I just
Perfect.
think maybe for your sake, maybe if you could make videos of everything, so you don't have people, 20 chapters asking you how to do the same thing, that might be just easier for you.
Andy.
And then if people watch the video and they still have questions, then they could reach out. But being that you're doing it, over and over, it might be good if that was like in the resource center, like a video of just watching you do it, might be super helpful for everyone.
I'll try to remember to do the next time I have a Phoenix chapter event and I'm setting that one up. I'll try and record that.
Yeah, because if it was
I think
on website, if it was on the website somewhere, I would refer there first before
Right.
I reached out and said, okay, I can't, turn photos. I can't, pull this in. Like, how do I do this?
Yeah. Jim, you might want to go to the that resource center page that we were talking about
Yeah.
and pull up that document that I just uploaded that says how to create an event in the LAI website.
Oh, okay, great.
I don't have anything else. That was it for me.
Does anyone want to stay on after? Or did you get all your questions answered?
Sheila, is a replay available for this? I know you're recording it.
Yes. I'll send a recording out to everyone that was invited to the call and with a few links to things that we've discussed as well. So watch for that here later this afternoon once it processes.
Great.
So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you all for everything you do and for coming today. This was a good meeting.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Marina.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Have a good
Bye,
day.
Jackie.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye, Susan.